Welcome to Elton's retirement journey and travels. So it is definitely not doom and gloom here at all. If you've been investing for a long time and you've been following the trends, monitoring your investments, you know what you got to do when the market starts going down. And it's not going to be a problem. This is the travel segment here. So I am here making my preparations to go on a nice vacation with Gate One Travels. So Gate One Travel does advertise with uh, YouTube and they got a really good promotion going on right now where they do have some trips that will be on sale for the fall as well as going into next year. And I just actually grabbed myself a code that will give me $300 off one of the trips that I want to go on. But one of the reasons why I'm on here now is just to go through the planning process of taking a good trip, because I have advertised this as a travel channel. The next vacation I go on will be the third one. As you can see, I got my little badge here. They normally have a little thing that goes around your neck that says Gate One. It's great to have that when you're coming off the plane. You have someone waiting there for you. So, without any further ado, I'm going to go in and introduce you to the website, show you how you can hop in there, um, do some reservations. You do not have to pay for them, and you can go ahead, look at the cost, and plan it out for a year later on. And that's what I have done. I started on my most recent vacation well over a year ago, and I have been saving up the money, and it's time to go. So I'm going to share my travel plans with you on this segment of Elton's retirement journey, and this is going to be the travel segment, and we're going to be featuring Gate One Travels. So I'm going to hop in and share some stuff with you. Okay, thanks. All right, folks. So we have the website here. Let me just get right on over there. So you go to Gate One Travels and you go ahead and create yourself an account. And you can, that will get you the flash sales. They'll start sending you some emails. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in here. You get in here and it'll start talking about, so it's taking you straight to my reservations here. And as you can see, I've been on couple of them. That was Dubai, Costa Rica, and then we're going out to Latin America. So in the last year, I've taken three of these trips here, and the way I'm able to do it is just go out here and pick some place that you would want to go. Wherever you think you might want to go, just bring it up, read over, and like this one right here, this 8-day Germany. This is pretty cool. Not only do you hear about Germany's pretty cool, but you get the World War II and you get the Cold War. You come here, you hit your dates, and if I was going to go, you've got these dates right here. It's telling you when to book by. I would go on this one, October 20th, and this is 2025. And you can put this out a little bit further in February. I would go in March. I wouldn't go up in February. It'd probably be too cold. But I would look at October here, and I'll bring up October single. I'll go as a single person. Um, if you want to, you can book your own air. This one's pretty cheap, so I'm just going to go continue. It's going to come back. It's going to ask you to pick the flights and everything. We'll just give it a little bit more time. All right, so it comes up. I'm just going to pick some flights right here. This is out of New York. So Atlanta to JFK Airport is $99. That's a really good deal. Rather than trying to go Spirit or Frontier over LaGuardia and deal with that transfer to the airport, it's not even worth. It's something ridiculous, like $50 to $150 if you use an Uber to go between airports. It's not even worth it. So I'm just going to grab some flights here, coming back, and it didn't pick the. I think it's already picked my return flight coming out of Munich. So we're just going to go ahead and continue um, these little excursion trips. This by booking the airfare, you already get picked up at the airport. If you made your own flight, and they've really gone up on prices to have you picked up at the airport. Now those promotion codes, here it is, GRTEE 300. I just happen to know it by heart. I'm going to apply it. Let's see if that code's any good. And voila. So Google retargeting gave me a $300 discount. This one has a single surcharge. We're going to look through it real quick. And the single surcharge of $650. That's gone up, but it's got all the flights. I get up to New York, add a couple $100 in there, add a little bit for the bag, but I would try and pack that bag so I can have enough clothes. But it's you'll be there a whole week. Um, and there you go. And then you could just save it for later. So this trip right here is going to run $3,111. If I was going to go by October, I make a deposit, non-refundable 300. If you don't go, they're going to hold it and use it on another trip, typically. But you want to check with them on that. Um, and that's it. That's how you can use Gate One. But once you go in here and sign up, you're going to get some flash sales. They have different sales and promoting because they want to get enough people on here to make it financially responsible. Okay, so that's it on the Gate One travel. Now we hop over here to this the State Department's travel site. This is where you register yourself uh, for any alerts, any type of thing happens, earthquake, tsunami, civil unrest. So you get in here. Now I'm going to go over here. It's got me right here already. And let's see. I'm going to just hit this and go see if I can go to my account. And I'm going to hit travel plans. Now I was worried about this. I just threw this stuff in here not too long ago. The site is much, much better. And you put in the location you're going to be at, the date, you get there, the date you leave, and the hotel. They know how to find the hotel. They used to ask for the numbers in the old website that the State Department operated. You would put those numbers in, and then it wouldn't accept it and stuff. I hated it. I thought I was going to be real sick tonight doing this, but I went ahead and got these in, and so they know where I'm going to be at. They need to come get me. They'll know exactly where I'm at. Okay, so this is it. How you register for all your travel. The other thing that I'm not gonna go into is the fact that I did uh, go ahead and get some trip insurance for this vacation. It depends on how many days you're going to be, and it was about 400 and some dollars, about 465. I paid that off real fast. Just put it on a credit card and then collected a few points and then knocked out that payment. Um, and that's about it. So I'm going to come back on and we'll chit chat just a little bit more. I got something else I want to share with you. Okay, John with Elton's retirement journey, and we're on the travel segment. Be right back. Okay, so the last couple things I want to tell you about um, taking a look at the vacation. Once you decide you want to go on vacations, you got two options. If you are able to make installments on it, that's what I recommend. That way, $3,100 cost of a vacation will it won't burden you if over say a 14-month period, every 2 or 3 months you're sending in $500. Now Gate One will give you a 5% discount on the cash, so you're able to wire them money on the trip like a payment on it. So you make the payment on your trip and they'll give you a 5% discount. So that $3,100, after you make the $300 payment on your credit card or however you want to do it, all the other payments of cash, they're going to give you a 5% discount. So that's going to be kind of helpful. Now, for me personally, I always make sure I got some means of saving up the cash along the way, unless I can just draw it out of my account, which I have not been doing that. I've been very meticulous on the investment and separating everything. That's why I have that part-time job. Now, what'll happen is um, the Dubai vacation to pay the airfare, I was working the Taylor Swift concerts and the Beyonce concerts, just giving up my whole weekend. I'll work, I'll, accumulate $300 off of Taylor Swift, 350 off Beyonce, then I'll add 300, and that's my $900 round trip airfare. In this trip, it's all going to be, it's all paid up now. I don't have to worry about it. It's all expenses. But the other thing I want to tell you is that when you're traveling, depending on what time you arrive in these countries, you may want to get your own currency exchange. Pull out the money that you need and get it converted over as you need it. I mean, I've been going and coming back, but that's the gist of planning the vacations. Originally, I used to always save up the spending money. Don't try and go on these trips with $300 and $500. Save you about a grand, because you get there, you may see things you want, your little excursion trips. Like when I was in Paris, I went to the Moulin Rouge and the Lido. Those are those famous burlesque, and that those places cost some money. So I went with a lot more money, and that was my first trip. So save up your money first, get your deposit to book it down, get yourself some travel insurance that covers the medical evacuation, cancellations, and any type of baggage loss. And booking the flights, be careful about those non-refundable economies, because they don't refund your money back. I found that out when I did something stupid and I lost $300, but I don't even care anymore. This trip's paid for and I'm going. But the last thing I wanted to tell you is that don't let the fear of what's happening around you. If you got a vacation plan, you go ahead and go on it. And if you have to work all year to take that one trip like I do, go ahead and do it, because it will open up your eyes. And once you get back, you'll be so much more relaxed, and you'll be able to get through the year, and then you can just do it over again and reward yourself with a vacation. So I'm going to come back and give you some more tips on my packing, and that's going to be it. Then we'll be off, and I'll see you around the world. Hopefully, some of you guys can decide, hey, we're going to go on this trip, and we all meet up, because there's a half dozen guys that I follow religiously, and I would love to be on a vacation with them. They are some really good content creators talking about retirement, and has inspired me. And I hope my little bit coming here, I'm coming up on my first year. It seems like I'm struggling, but I'm having fun creating these videos, and maybe somebody will stumble by them and find that retirement club helpful. But anyway, this is John. I'm going to end this segment, and I'm going to come back um, with some of the packing, give you some tips on the packing and how I get organized to go on these trips. And I wish you the best. And I'll see you again on another taping. Okay, folks. So this is the email that came over from Gate One Travel. As I mentioned, if you register with Gate One Travel, even if you're not in a position to go, but you know that you want to go on a vacation, and you would like to see what kind of specials while you're getting your money together, or you're just dreaming and want to know how much this costs and look at the itinerary, just sign up for Gate One Travel. And this is a flash sale. Now, this is a very important one. You can see all the great people. They always take a group picture. And in here, it's talking about the single supplemental sale. And it's telling you, if you book by March 16th, and you put in that promotion code, they'll waive the single surcharge. Now, in my case, when I did the earlier in the video, I was doing the Germany and I used a code to get the 300. Well, I can't combine the codes, but this one gives me 650 off. And what it's saying, it tells you what it's not valid. You can't use it in US and Canada tours. Antarctica, the Mekong, Delta, that's probably the Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam tour, and these other locations. And there you go. So this would help you, and you could just go price this out. That's what I do. I look at the total cost. I decide if I want to travel from Atlanta as a base flight into another country and then change um, planes there using a round trip, or if I want to go through New York. Um, the other thing that I do is I go to this site here. This is insuremytrip.com. And what it does is when you start a quote, it just goes out and then it'll feed you quotes from all the different carriers for insurance. And typically, if you have problems on your tour and either the airline, the hotels, or the travel agency doesn't take care of you, where you have to spend out of your own pocket, you keep the receipts, documentation, and everything, and you have to submit a claim. So the other thing that you want to do, which I haven't said yet, is you want to get a world credit card. You get a world credit card that has no transaction fees and you're going to be okay. So when you charge, if you take like your bank card or something like that, and you're fooling around with those ATMs and you're charging in a different currency, they're going to hit you hard with transaction fees. I found that out on one of my trips, thinking I was going to put it on different credit cards to keep the balances going. I got hit. It cost me extra money, about $150, and every bit of money on these trips count. The other thing I want to tell you is that normally on these tours, these guided tours, there is customary that you tip these people. It's $5 a day for the driver, and it's $10 a day for the tour guide. If you're going to different parts where you got two or three different guides, you just hand them an envelope and give them their $10 or whatever it is per day, and the driver, because they will look out for you. They'll take you places you normally won't, are not on there. If everybody agrees, they'll take you someplace, and they'll say, "We'll go here," and if everybody agrees, and they also will take you out to dinner if there's a nice restaurant somewhere, and you need that bus driver. You're gonna have to tip him or give him something to go after hours when he can be resting. And the last thing, this is your international map here, this website. It's internationalweather.net. So you can go in here and start looking at the weather. So if I click over here, I just clicked on Brazil and it is not letting me scroll too well. But anyway, that's all I got. Remember, um, they are having sales right now where you can waive in it. Even if you can't go, put it on your radar map. Go ahead and budget this out so that you know what it's going to cost. So for me, I'm going to work the part-time jobs. I'm just coming up with the extra $500 to start on my next trip, and I will start that with the money I come back with. And every month going into the summer, the trip to the Germany is in October. They want their money, I think, after the 4th of July in July. They want it all paid up. And I'm going to work to save it. If I don't want to go, I'll just put it in my bank account, keep it in my bank account and go somewhere else or go another time. Okay. So the packing thing is it's kind of like just ideas of what you need to pack in some compartments. Very few people watch my videos all the way through. So what I'm going to do is a short on that. And if nobody views it, then that's just the way it's going to be. So I'm going to end this again. This is Gate One Travel, recommending you take a look at these guys. They have more meals than any of the other tours. G Adventures is the other one. I've been on them 4 times, but these guys, they have more meals, and what that does is it saves you more money. And the sites are really nice. G Adventures, you're gonna see more. They make a lot more stops, but they don't include all those meals like these guys do. And this will be my third trip in 14 months once I leave for Latin America. So this is John, and I will be back with you with a couple shorts, and maybe I'll bring some videos while I am on vacation. Okay, and I wish you guys well, and everybody hang in there and think about what you want to do and make it happen. John. with the travel segment of Elton's retirement journey. Thank you.